basketball fans, welcome back. So about 2 days ago, we had that classification matchup between Petro de Luanda and US Monastir. So this video is coming out late. I was on the move, but here we are, and this is just my thoughts on that game. And hindsight, looking forward, USM got eliminated and Petro de Luanda are off to the semis. But in this classification game, Firas Leahiani, this man hit that dagger three that gave the US Monastir team the lead, and the morale was a bit low for the Petro de Luanda team. And this being a classification game, there was high expectation for a Petro de Luanda team, considering the fact that they've had a couple of underwhelming seasons, and they've never wanted to have that tag. And them losing this game, they got the 6th seed, and US Monastir got the 5th seed. So this game was good. I actually liked the way the Petro de Luanda team came out, especially just looking at how they're matching up against the USM team, because this is a rivalry that just looks like it just goes under the radar, because these two teams met in the BAL finals, and USM got the upper hand in BAL season 2. So yeah, so Petro de Luanda, they looked quite good, especially when it came to shooting the ball on the free throws on 12 attempts, but they didn't go to the line as much. Shooting wise, the team did not shoot well because they shot 37% from the field. But Nicholas Faust, this man came up clutch, and in an upcoming video that I'm going to make, this man was the ultimate reason as to why the Petro de Luanda team were able to make it past the ace downers and off to the semis they go. And we had a couple of upsets. We saw the FUS Rabat team get upset by the Cape Town Tigers. Also, we witnessed the Alali Benghazi team upsetting the defending champions Alali, and US Monastir just getting knocked off by, it was just crazy, by the River Hoopers. And we're going to get to those games in a few videos to come. But in this one, we're just focusing on the USM versus Petro de Luanda. So the expectation for a Petro de Luanda team right now is to go all in and win a championship, because a championship for them is way overdue. And out of the teams that have been there and been there and done that in BAL, Petro de Luanda are just on an island of their own, and they just need to get things together, and they need to win a championship. Hopefully, they are going to be able to make it to the finals for the first time since 2022. But Nicholas Frost was he had a game points tally of 12 points, Chile Dandao 11, then following up with Abubakar Gaku with 8 total rebounds. The team wasn't as eye-popping, especially when it came to having one player just going ahead and just taking over the offense. But when it came to a team playing as a team, Petro de Luanda did a very good job. But the USM team, Firas Layani, he had a game high 19 points. George Williams 17, Atera Majok 12 points. And Atera Majok looks like he came back. A lot of times I wondered where the old Atera Majok went, but right now he looks good. But unfortunately, as you're going to see in the next few videos to come, USM didn't make it. And for the first time, we'll get to see Basketball Africa League, a new champion will be crowned this season, because the teams that we're used to seeing going ahead and winning, we're not going to see them anymore. And Marcus Crawford also, he came up clutch with his 11 assists. He had 11 assists to Luceni's Goncalves 7. And I was very excited when I watched this game. I made sure to just go and rewatch it again. And there are a couple of things that really shocked me, especially when it came to the Petro de Luanda team. You would expect the team to work and run on full cylinders, but there are a couple of DNPs there. We had John Pedro didn't play in this game. Aguinaldo Neto did not play. And Gaston Domingos, despite playing 10 minutes, only had 1 point. The man did virtually nothing in this game. Markeith Cummings, 24 minutes play, only 7 points and 3 rebounds, and he had 3 turnovers in there. So it was such an ugly game. And the only player that scored 10 points or more was Chile Danda. He only had 11 points. And the guys Luceni Goncalves, 9, and Abubakar Agaku, 9. But Abubakar Agaku, he had 8 rebounds. He had 8 rebounds to tally up with his 9 points. But anyway, it is what it is. The shooting from the field is really a struggle, and especially shooting from downtown, because on 28 attempts they only sank in 7. So that was something that really ate the team up. And looking at even points from turnovers, you can see the Petro Luanda team only had 16 points from turnovers, 30 points in the paint, which is a good statistic considering the fact that also the USM team was scoring at a similar clip in points in the paint. But if you look at the second chance points, you could see the Petro Luanda team, they were just doing their thing there with second chance points, and that's the reason as to why they got close. And this game would have even gone to overtime were it not for that shot from Firas Layani when he shot it. But anyway, it was a very good game. So Marcus Crawford, he had a dud game. Despite the win from USM, the man just did not look like he was good, all good in there. And he couldn't even score. He was 3 of 14. And Acher Majok, he didn't even attempt too much. He played virtually like the whole game, played 36 minutes. The man only rested for 4 minutes, but he wasn't able to be as dominant as we thought, because this is a consistent double-double machine, but the man was not able to go ahead and do things the way we're used to it. But it was overall, it was just a coming out party for the Petro de Luanda team, and a lot of people, someone just wrote off Petro de Luanda. Just they questioned their mentality, they questioned like their ability to go ahead and be productive on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball, because looking at even how the Kalahari Conference panned out and looking at how Cape Town Tigers took apart Petro de Luanda and the way they choked, and also in the first game, FS Rabat exposing Petro de Luanda, a lot of people were not bought in on Petro de Luanda going all the way. And also the thing didn't go so well because just a few weeks late after the Kalahari Conference, the Petro de Luanda fired Coach Jose Neto. So it was not a good feeling or moment for Petro de Luanda fans. But slowly they're turning it around, and as these videos progress, I will release a video talking about the Petro de Luanda versus AS Downers game. But USM, they were very good, especially scoring wise. They shot 39% from the field, 47% on 2-point field goals, 29% on 3-point field goals, and 82% from the line. And this statistic that they were able to shoot 82%, they were able to knock down them free throws, which was very necessary considering the fact that this game was very close. The teams were not fouling as much, but every shot that they needed to take was vital. And Petro de Luanda, they didn't have a strong start at all to this game because they only had 13 points in the first quarter, but they had a game-high 25 points in the second, and they kind of let the game go in the second half, and they didn't replicate the same energy. But if you look at the US Monster team, they were really, really consistent with how they were playing. They didn't score too much on offense, especially during their runs in the first, second, and third quarters. But if you look at how they were going about just handling and defending the Petro de Luanda team, they were very consistent on both ends. And that last shot dictated everything, because this game will have gone to overtime, but the USM team just wanted to get Petro de Luanda quietly out there, and they dominated in rebounds with 44 rebounds. But Petro de Luanda led in assists with 18 assists and 9 steals, and also 3 blocks for US Monastir. When you have the defensive player of the year in Ater Majok, there you're not losing any points, or even you're not even struggling to defend or having a good rim protector. But anyway, it is something that I was looking forward to. It was a game that was exciting. I didn't get the chance to react to the game, and here we are right now. And I'm going to release a couple of videos talking about this. But the overall, I am very excited. We are going to be treated to like new champions, and I'll just be coming by and passing by with commentary, and it is awesome. And the total guys in attendance, the people who bought tickets to this game, were 2,663 people. So this shows you that Rwanda is just that country. It's centrally located, and people are just easily finding ways to be there and watch the games, and it's just exciting. I enjoy every minute of it, especially when it comes to the way the way the games are being streamed, so I can be able to keep tabs of what is going on. And people even at the BK Arena are just enjoying the whole atmosphere. So yeah, I mean, US Monastir, they grabbed the 5th seed, and in the next video I will be talking about the River Hoopers versus AS Downers, which was another game that, man, it was a game decided by 6 points. It was another clutch game, and it was a game that we'll get to look at in depth in the next one. So like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified, and also can support me through MPESA if you're listening through Kenya. The MPESA number is in the description box. And if you're outside Kenya, within the continent, outside the continent, listening from wherever point in the world, there's a PayPal link that you can also donate and support the network, so that it can enable more videos of this nature to come. So yeah, man, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, and peace out.